how are you? I hope you're all well. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm uploading every other week, so every other Sunday a new YouTube video is waiting for you to enjoy. Classic YouTuber things, please make sure that you have hit the like button and subscribed and told a friend and all that jazz. I asked you for your Christmassy questions. It's a Q&A. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I mean, I've been feeling that way since about September, but now it's December. It is officially okay for us all to love Christmas. I've got a lot of questions. They're in no rhyme, reason or order. I'm just going to go through them and we can feel the festive joy together, baby. This first one comes from Katie and it is, what is your ultimate Christmas Day meal? Well, Katie, I'm not very adventurous at all with Christmas Day. In fact, I like to have it the same every year. Breakfast, I really like to have scrambled egg on bagels, and Liam has a bit of smoked salmon on his, but I don't like salmon. And then for Christmas lunch, I like to have it like lunchtime-ish, so sort of like 1 or 2-ish. Turkey, happy with chicken because I actually think chicken is nicer. Oh my gosh, let's start a debate in the comments. I'm so dramatic, aren't I? Really spilling tea all over the place here. Chicken, please. Roast potatoes, particularly like my Auntie Judith's roast potatoes. Stuffing, Paxo, please. Roast parsnips. I really do quite like Brussels sprouts or Brussels sprouts with like little bacony bits, all the greens like peas, broccoli, carrots, roast parsnips, cranberry sauce, gravy. Oh my god, I could eat that all right now. And then I'm not really bothered about pudding because by the time I've had all that, like, I am done. But then come evening, even though I've had like the biggest lunch ever, I want a festive buffet, don't I? Ellie asks, do you have any Christmas traditions? Yes, we do, and I'm just gonna go weird straight away. Dead Mum Day. Just say it as it is. It's actually in my calendar as DMD, and I share that with like all my work people as well. They know what Dead Mum Day is. So my mum passed away on December the 20th back in 1992, and for many years that day was just a really sad, flat, miserable day for me. And then Liam came along, and I don't know who suggested it, but I think I suggested it, but I will say like I was inspired by Liam's like very happy, positive attitude and said, why don't we just make a nice day of it? And he was like, okay, let's do that then. And so now every Christmas we do something really lovely on the 20th, and I really look forward to Dead Mum Day because I know it's going to be a really fun day. Like we go out on our full family outing or just do all the things I like to do. And it's really special. I think about my mum a lot on it, but I think about her in a really like joyful way because I think, look mum, I'm thinking of you and I'm having such a nice life, and look at my children and look at how nice things are. So I think that if she's looking down on us, she'll be looking down and not seeing us like grieving, but living our lives to the best we can whilst we have lives, because she can't. So yeah, Dead Mum Day is my favourite Christmas tradition, which sounds all kinds of messed up. Last year we went to Centre Parks at Christmas time and absolutely loved it, and we've booked to go again this year, so I'm hoping that becomes a bit of a tradition. Emily asks, how do you handle shared Christmases with bio dads? I hate it. And smiley face, crying face. Emily, I'm with you. I hate it too. I think also that the biological dads hate it too. Any time where you're having less of your children is hard, and of course shared custody is that. For Christmas, this would be my advice, and what works for me might not work for other split couples that share children. Initially we tried to do it where like we would share the whole day, so like I would have the morning, he would have the afternoon, or vice versa. We also tried like doing Christmas together very early on. Those things I think are very difficult because unless you have like an incredible relationship, and let's face it, if you're separated from someone, you probably don't have an incredible relationship. You might, you know, get on really well and be very respectful and very nice, but you know, there's a reason that you're not sharing your lives together. it can be very difficult to do those things together. And even though you might be able to like stick a smile on it and cope, your children can feel that atmosphere. And so we've actually found it's better that one person has the day. So for example, this year I have Christmas, so I'll have Darcy from Christmas Eve until Boxing Day morning, and last year he had her, and next year he'll have her. And I'm going to be honest, like, it sucks when it's not your year. It's miserable. Last year was particularly miserable because it was all the COVID stuff. Liam was working and I didn't have her, and it was tough, but that is just the way it has to be, because that is the other parent's turn and they will find it tough when it's your turn. You just have to keep it fair, and it keeps it clean for the child. So Darcy doesn't have any of that like handover angst on Christmas Day, or any worry that there's going to be an atmosphere, none of that. And now that we're in a routine of it, like, it's okay, we get it, we respect the system, it works for us. It is difficult. What we also try to do, I'm trying to wrap this question up because I don't want to go on too much, is we'll do like a fake Christmas. So for example, we'll do Christmas on the 23rd or the 27th, and I'll do like a full Christmas dinner and invite all the family around. And because my family obviously know about my shared custody, I'm like, it's our Christmas today, come along, and we just do Christmas on that day. And it's fine. It feels a bit weird at first, but over the years you just get used to it. And it's fine. But I'm like, my heart goes out to you because it is tough, but you can do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Two big questions here. We have one from Jess, and she says, Quality Street or Roses? This is a tough decision. Tough because about 3 years ago, Quality Street sent me a box that said Pentland Street, like a tin, and I kept the lid from that tin. So every year I buy a tin of Quality Street and put my like Pentland Street lid on, just because I feel really cool passing those around when we have visitors. But roses are Cadbury chocolate, and I think we can all agree that Cadbury's chocolate is supreme. So very difficult to decide. Taste wise, I'm gonna say roses. Tell me in the comments what yours is. The second difficult one here is from Amy, and that is real tree or artificial tree. Artificial every year, baby. As you know, I'm a bougie bish, and we have our decorations put up for us. Even saying it, I'm ashamed to say it because I just sound like such a bellend. There's a whole why, who and what for this. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know all the ins and outs. But so we have artificial trees. I've never ever had a real tree. Even when I was a kid, we had artificial trees at home. I just don't think I could deal with all the mess and the pines, and then like, what do you do with it at the end? Like, I genuinely don't know. Does someone come and get it, or are you supposed to put it in your car and get all mess everywhere? It's not for me. Just artificial one. Even when I was little, we had that, and we just get it out of the loft every year. I loved it. Still on the topic of trees here, Becca asks, do you put tinsel on your Christmas tree? I think there's a massive divide on this. And Becca, yes, I would say it's one of the greatest divides of our time. We have, you know, vaccine or no vaccine, Brexit, stay or remain, but tinsel, this is the big one. This is my kind of debate. I like tinsel. I don't think there's tinsel on this tree, but if I was decorating a tree myself, yes, I like it. I think it's inoffensive. I don't know why people get so very upset about tinsel. I think it's nice. I like the smell of it. Next time you go to a garden centre, sniff that tinsel. It's real nice. I think it looks pretty. I like that the lights nestle in it, it twinkles. I'm just going to say something else now whilst I'm on my high horse here. Coloured lights. I like them. I think they're nice. There, I've said it. Becca also asks, what's your favourite Christmas Costa drink? I don't know what drinks Costa have. I did see, actually, I went in the other day and I saw they had these things called Frosties. I think they're like milkshakey things, and they had a mint cream one, like a choc chip mint one. So I'm going to say that one. But whenever I go to Starbucks around Christmas time, I order a chocolate cream frappuccino with a shot of peppermint. And I tell you what, boys and girls, that is like a mint aero in a cup, and it is delicious. Put it in my mouth and get in me, is what she said. Okay. Courtney asks, what traditions from your childhood did you want to continue for your girls? And this is like a mixed response. I don't want to continue anything from my childhood for my girls. My childhood was terrible in so many ways, on so many layers. It was not the one. So I don't want to continue really anything from that. But the one thing I did think of, which was actually really nice, I'm glad you asked this question, Courtney, because it made me remember like a really positive thing from my childhood, which doesn't happen often, was my dad used to take me to Milton Keynes shopping centre every Christmas to see all the decorations. Now, I don't know if we were doing a deliberate visit to see the decorations, but maybe he was just doing his Christmas shopping, and he would always make time to stop and look at the decorations near the John Lewis end. If you're familiar, they have like a big open bit where there's like space for like Santa's grotto and a little train and all that kind of stuff. And I always used to get really excited about that, and now I get really excited for my girls to go and see the decorations at Milton Keynes. Like, there's nothing more amazing about them than any other shopping centre, but I think it's just a nice moment that my dad did for me, and I really appreciate. So that one. Catherine asks, what is your favourite part of Christmas Day? I think I have two favourite parts. I really love watching the girls open their presents. We do a stocking in bed and then presents downstairs, and I love it once I've had a shower, I've put on my Christmas dress, I've got a Bucks Fizz in hand, and I just watch them open their presents like in the morning light. It's just lovely. And then I also really like the evening. I love sitting down to watch Call the Midwife, again with a glass of Prosecco. I don't drink all day, I just have those two drinks, or a Baileys, and just thinking like, oh, what a lovely Christmas day that was, and just really enjoying that moment. Caroline asks, what's your favourite Christmas song? Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. I love it. I love every reel there is about it. I love all the memes. I just love it. I love it really hard. Satsuma asks, what are your thoughts on giving kids too many gifts? What is too much? I don't have a lot of thoughts on this. I think that you just have to do what's right for your family, or what you can afford for your family. There is a limit though. There have been Christmases when I've gone really hard and just done so many presents that it wasn't fun for them. That sounds ridiculous, like of course it was fun for them. It was, but I think that they couldn't stop to enjoy one thing because they were on to the next thing. So now I try and like rein it in a bit. I'm just going to be honest, I do spoil them. I really do spoil them, and I love spoiling them. And I think I will forever, and when they have children I'll spoil those children as well. I don't know if I need to justify this. I feel like I can just say I spoil my children, but we do also try and give a lot at Christmas as well. If you see my IGTV, we do our little goodie bags. We also give toys to the food shelter, not the food shelter, the food bank, and stuff like that. But yeah, ultimately I can't hide from it. I do just spoil my girls, sorry. Jen says, gift ideas for older parents who never want anything. Yes, older people are so hard to buy for. Like, my grandma never wants anything. She's been saying for about 10 years, don't get us anything, we don't want it, we don't want anything. And I get it, like, she's got everything she wants, everything she needs. So for those people, what I do is a framed photo. If you've got children, that goes down a treat. If you don't, just a picture of you. Like, if it's your parents or your grandparents, they're going to like that. Failing that, a picture of a pet, a picture of some nice scenery. Like, a framed photo is my go-to. So grandma, if you're wondering what you're getting this year, spoiler alert, I say that like she's going to watch YouTube. She is absolutely not. She barely can turn her telly on. Christine asks, did any of your traditions change once you blended your family? And the answer to that is yes. First of all, we had Liam in the mix, and he came with things that he likes to do. So it's him that likes to have smoked salmon and a scrambled egg on bagels in the morning. I had never done that before. He likes to go to the pub on Christmas Day, so I go with him and we do that. In the mornings he prefers to do that, so that's nice. Also, then we had Pearl as part of our blended family. Like, I would never have had Pearl if Liam hadn't have come into our family. And now we go and see Father Christmas, and I don't know if you've been following along for a long time, but I never did that with Darcy because that was something that she did with the other side of her family, and I was like, okay, great, you go and do that, that's nice. But now obviously I have Pearl all the time, so Father Christmas has become a big part of our traditions, like going to do a visit with him wherever he is. So yeah, that's changed. Have to be quite organised with things, obviously because of shared custody, but mostly Liam has just added nice things in. A few things have gone from my traditions with Christmas, but I don't think that's blended family based. I think that's just experience based. So like there's a place near us called Beckwith Emporium, and I used to always take Darcy ice skating there, but she always hated it. But I was just doing it because it was like the thing people around here do, and now I've just stopped doing it. But that's not a blended family thing, I don't think. Sarah asks, what is on my Christmas list this year? Jo Malone perfume in the phrase red roses, and maybe some nice jewellery bits from Liam, never go amiss, but that's pretty much it. I'm happy with Baileys and some Cadbury's chocolate, really. I feel like I have enough, I'm happy and blessed, that's all I want. This question is from Monica, and it is a lovely one, so I'm going to make it my last one because I have been talking far too long. And it is, I haven't got a ton of money and I'm feeling the pressure of wanting to treat everyone. What should I do? First of all, obviously you don't have to give gifts at Christmas. The point of Christmas is not to give and receive gifts. But if you want to treat someone, the best thing you can treat someone to is a piece of your heart. I know this sounds so cringy and twee, but I really truly believe it. Take a Christmas card or just a piece of paper and write them a lovely letter. It might be about all the things that make your relationship with them special. It might be all your favourite memories with that person. It might be your hopes and dreams of things that you can do with that person in the year to come. Or if you're good at art, maybe do some little doodles and drawings and something really personal. Money can't buy that. Everybody loves to be reminded of lovely times or to be told really kind, heartfelt things. And I feel like that's such a lovely gift. You'd be able to keep that forever, read it back whenever you want it to. Doesn't cost you anything except time and energy and love. I think that would be a lovely way to treat everyone. That's such a good question. I'm putting it out to all of you. Please give Monica some ideas of how she can treat everyone without spending money. I know that you will have really good ideas as well. And I look forward to hearing your answers to some of those that we've been talking about as we've been going along. The great tinsel debate. Dare I even spark that in the comments? Thank you so much for all of the questions you wrote in. There were so many. I feel like I could do this video 10 times over, but I think I've covered a lot. I'm looking forward to my next video with you. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited to make it, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah. I can't reach.